Stage when it comes to
musical.
hallelujah. Well, getting back on stage this time with Kwabena must mean a lot to you.
It does. It does. You know why? It's so significant. I've been in the industry 16 years this year, and my first song, You Lied to Me, was with Kwabena Kwabena. And I would say that he was the first artist to give me an opportunity to have a hit record. Because he was on that. So to come back again and do this with him, it's supposed to be. This day was this it was meant to be. God knew that was going to happen, and it's happening.
Yeah, it didn't happen 2 years ago. It didn't happen a year ago. It happened this particular year.
Yes.
Is this going to be a comeback for Becca? Because it's been in the air that, I'm taking a break from music. We didn't know whether it was for life or it was for a period of time. Does this end the period? If so, why and how is the comeback going to be like?
Honestly, I'm not going to stand here and say I'm certain whether or not I'm going to come back into the industry fully. I know for sure I'm going to be doing performances because that's going to be a part of me for the rest of my life. Active music, active recording, being in the studio, I'm not too certain. I might have to sleep over it a couple of times and then, for a while and then decide on whether I want to do that. Because if I want to come back in, it means I'm coming in fully because I don't do things halfway. I ensure that when I'm doing something, I do with my whole mind, my whole heart, my whole soul. So ask me the question after the Valentine's show. When I'm on stage and there's that feeling, I will know it. And that's me. I know when it's time for me to do something. I knew when it was time for me to get back on stage. And that is why I'm going back on stage. I plan things well so that I execute it properly.
Now, you have left me in a maze because you have studied branding.
Yes.
Now you understand it better. If you're not getting back into full-time music, how is this going to be of value to you?
I do. It is. I mean, what I do now is I build properties and I sell as well. And I have a spa that I run. It's all about branding. It's all about perception. It's all about what people think about you. And for a brands person, I think that giving myself an opportunity to study that was supposed to enhance not just my music career, because I thought, okay, maybe it's important, but everything around us is a brand. I could look at you right and pick this mic and make it a brand and turn it into a brand. It is just how you package it. It's all about the packaging. Sometimes it really isn't just the content in. The content might be delicious or might just be okay, but how it is branded and put on the shelf attracts you to go for it. And so I think that learning brands has enhanced my knowledge and put me in a position where I feel like when I'm back into the music industry fully, it's going to be crazy. In the meantime, I'm applying it to my spa, which is one of the biggest spas in Ghana now, Cora Spa, and of course to my real estate business because I build now and sell and I also do interior. So yeah.
On 14th, how many tracks are you doing? And how many are you doing with Kwabena?
They're already bashing me in there, telling me to reduce my tracks because I have 17 tracks that I'm doing, but I probably need to reduce it to about 10, because it's going to be a packed night. Kwabena has like a whole catalog of music. So if I do 17, we're going to stay there the whole night. And I know people would like to go home and continue their Valentine. So maybe it's 17 now, but we'll cut it. Imagine doing 17. Oh my God, I'm going to be exhausted.
A lot of energy there.
A lot of energy, yeah.
You have been on stage with Kwabena not once, not twice, but this is going to be exceptional from all the time.
A full-time concert. So there's going to be twists and turns. Okay. I'm not just going to come and sing and go. He's going to come and sing and go. There's going to be collaborations. There's going to be acts. There's going to be things that make us work together because it is a collaboration. And collaboration means two or three people coming together to make something happen. So we're not going to single ourselves while we're on stage. We're going to ensure that it is well put together so the people can enjoy. We're not doing it for ourselves. I'm not doing it for me. It might be for self-satisfaction, which is important in anything because nobody does anything, and says, oh, I didn't benefit from it. I would love to see what's going to happen on the stage, but mainly it is for the people out there. Okay. It's for my fans, the people that have supported Becca for 16 years now. I feel so old.
I Can we do this? Meza kumenginero, mama oh. Meza medenginas, machao. I love you too much. You're like a yo. Yeah. When you're back home, oh, when you're back home, yeah. I don't come back. one thing.
17 songs in a night.
We have Ghana for it. Ghanaians play here. Amazing. Amazing. Yeah. Yeah.
I have another song.
Which one? You want to do that one? No, it's a surprise. It's a surprise.
Think of 14th February and Kwabena Kwabena comes to mind because every eve on 14th of February he entreats lovers to wonderful, beautiful songs from his repertoire. And this year he's ordered Becca to the Vitamilk Love Night concerts. What inspired Kwabena Kwabena to add Becca?
You know, I mean, I wanted a new vibe, to it. Apart from the fact that I wanted a new vibe, I also, saw the need to bring my sister into this because after we released You Lied to Me 16 years ago, you know, every time we've done concerts and she's just come on to support me or I've come on to support her. But then both of us have not put together an event ever before. So 2 years ago, I started speaking to her about it. And, you know, we had conversations behind the scenes, trying to prepare for the right time. And this is the right time. B is my sister. And, you know, we connect differently musically. And anytime, you know, we talk about music and we talk about doing anything on stage, like the vibe is always like very, very, very positive. Then again, I must say a big thank you to Dr. Toby, her husband, for this opportunity, and, at least for releasing her to do this, you know what I mean? And I'm excited because I happen to be, or I become the first person to ever actually get her back on stage, and she's here to stay.
How does Becca feel about the night?
It's going to be much better. Because remember, there's going to be lights, there's going to be stage, there's going to be proper sound, there's going to be all the acoustics, there's going to be dancers, there's going to be Becca, there's going to be Kwabena Kwabena, there's going to be a lot of people, and the most important thing is going to be audience. We're not who we are without our audience, and so you're going to see what's going to happen on the 14th. It's going to be fireworks. And I woke up, I'm like, oh my God, I feel so tired, but I'm like, I miss music. It's so good. Kwabena is a big brother, and I respect him so much. I'm not even gonna lie. I think he's an amazing person. If anybody would have put me back to even get on stage again, it would be Kwabena. And it made a lot of sense. It was significant. 14th February. He's a lover boy, lover man, and I tend to call myself a lover girl as well. So I just thought, you know, he wanted us to do it 2 years ago. I didn't. He wanted to do last year. I didn't. And so this year, that is why people are hearing it now, because I decided about 8 weeks ago that I was going to do it. And we've gone for it.
How many songs do you think Kwabena will be performing on stage?
You know, you count it. I'll leave the fans to count it for me because I'm going to make sure I'm going to play every favorite track you heard out there. So you do the counting for me. We got 6 albums out there. And if you put it all together, it's about 60 songs and over. But then a show will be performing up to about, let's say, 1/3 of it, or maybe just a little more of a 1/3.
Well, at the rehearsal, Becca told me that she has to cut down on her 17 track that she wants to perform.
You're already bashing me in there, telling me to reduce my tracks, because I have 17 tracks that I'm doing, but I probably need to reduce it to about 10, you know, because it's going to be a packed night. Kwabena has like a whole catalog of music, so if I do 17, we're going to stay there the whole night, and I know people would like to go home and continue their Valentine. So maybe it's 17 now, but we'll cut it. Imagine doing 17. Oh my God, I'm gonna be exhausted.
If you're looking for a reason to be at the Grand Arena, this is what Kwabena Kwabena has for you.
I mean, the reason is standing right in front of you. When last did you see us perform You Lied to Me? And when last did you see Becca perform on stage? You know what I mean? And guess what? It's gonna be my very first ever, let's say, concert at the Grand Arena. You know, I mean, every time it's been like I'm supporting, or I'm going to do some form of a collaboration, or maybe, I mean, I'm just passing through. But then this is the first time I'm actually holding my concert at the Grand Arena. So You can't miss this.
Halifax also had this for a reason to be at the Grand Arena.
This is lovely. You've been consistent at this. You know I will hardly come up with such programs, but if it is you and Becca, I can guarantee you will be there. You are one of the few gems left. Please keep doing what you are doing for us. Celebrate love with us. Adults love. Yes, adults music. We'll be there for you on the 14th.